Welcome everyone to the second episode of our Assault on Batteries. Today we review our latest test results and introduce some cool new website features. The XTAR 2500 is the new champion on our lithium-ion scoreboard with over 2.2 amp hours of capacity. That's almost 10% more than the previous champ, the Hickson J818. How did XTAR do that? Its discharge curve has the answer. Like many buck-regulated cells, its output voltage steps down as it nears exhaustion. But the XTAR dwells in this state for about half an hour. A lower voltage at the same current draws less energy from the cell, extending the runtime and measured capacity. Compare this to the Hickson, which doesn't step down at all. The latest version of our scoreboard can rank by energy, where you can see the XTAR doesn't output much more energy than the Hickson. Likewise, the Jugy's capacity is overstated. Watch how it moves down in the scoreboard as we switch ranking from capacity to energy. The best ranking for your application depends on how the cell's voltage varies during discharge and how the current drawn by the device varies with voltage. Generally speaking, we feel energy is the most relevant metric. Feel free to discuss this in the comments below. By the way, the XTAR cell also broke the EMI noise record. One tested at almost 78 dB microvolts, so don't be using them in sensitive devices or instruments. See our previous video for details about EMI. Our lab's electronic load only has one channel, so testing 4 samples of a brand takes about 8 hours at 1 amp. One of our viewers wondered if a lower discharge current would change rankings, so we ran 500 milliamp tests on 4 brands. We measured between 13 to 20% more energy at 500 milliamps. We imagine most of the increase is due to improved efficiency in the buck regulator. The order of the 4 brands and rankings did not change, but this might not be the case if we tested our entire inventory. Another viewer liked nickel metal hydride cells, so we bought and tested a selection. Their nominal output is only 1.2 volts. They have about twice the energy of alkaline cells, or about half that of disposable lithium. All the tested cells were pre-charged, but stored more energy after the first discharge charge cycle. You can see this in the 2 groups of discharge curves in this plot. Notice the flat section in the discharge curve compared to the more linear curve of alkaline cells. This and their lower voltage make it difficult for devices to estimate remaining battery life, even those designed for nickel metal hydride. For example, the Apple trackpad with freshly charged nickel metal hydride cells drops from 100% to less than 10% in a matter of days, where it lingers until the battery fully discharges. In terms of operating cost, both lithium-ion and nickel metal hydride cells are orders of magnitude cheaper than disposable cells because you can recharge them so many times. For example, the nickel metal hydride champion, Ikea's LADDA 2450, costs about $17 for 4 cells, including a charger, claims 500 recharge cycles, and discharged 1.9 watt-hours in our tests. That works out to less than half a cent per watt-hour, compared to more than $1 per watt-hour for name-brand alkaline cells. Yet Statista reports more than $7.7 billion of alkaline cells were sold worldwide in 2021. Manufacturers still design devices to use disposable cells because they are sold everywhere, have a long shelf life, don't require a charger, and aren't a frequent household expense. If a disposable cell is right for your application, you might wonder which cell offers the best bang for your buck, so we added pricing information to our database. On the scoreboard, check the Disposable button, select Price over Energy under Rank, and the best deal in terms of dollars per watt-hour will show at the top. As we record this, the lithium iron disulfide Bevigor costs 59 cents per watt-hour in a package of 24. In second place is the alkaline Amazon Basics at 67 cents per watt-hour in a package of 20. As you'd expect, the price per watt-hour varies with the quantity you're willing to purchase. For example, if you're willing to stock up on a package of 48, the alkaline Kirkland tops the chart at 40 cents per watt-hour. At this point, we became curious about vendor pricing strategy, so we added the price points view. Here you can see at a glance the lowest price on the y-axis and how it varies with package quantity on the x-axis. For example, the Beviger cell has the lowest price in a package of 4, 8, or 24. A click on the markers or the links in the vendor column take you to the vendor's website where you can add the item to a shopping cart. Some of these are associate links that help out the channel at no extra cost to you. Don't forget, pricing information is dynamic, and these web pages will almost certainly change by the time we upload this video. Follow the link in this QR code for our latest recommendations. Thanks for watching. You know what to do if you liked this video. Comments and suggestions are welcome below. We are an independent test lab, not sponsored or otherwise influenced by manufacturers. For online access to all the web pages shown in this video, as well as future test results, please consider supporting us on Patreon.